Hey guys, Matt Peters here, Greater Than 40 Fitness. April 11th on a Saturday. Just finished up a cardio and ab workout. I did an hour worth of brisk walking outside because the weather's great here in Dallas. And then I did about 20 minutes ab work, 9 or 10 sets. Sorry, I'm talking a little funny. On Tuesday, I had a oral surgery on one of my front teeth, and so I've got a little implant in there that's going to be in there for a while, so I hadn't quite got my verbiage and my talking down 100%. And believe me, you don't want me to take it out because it's a hockey player nightmare. But anyway, a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. First off, just talk to you guys about where I am on this fitness journey. As you know, if you've watched my previous videos, I'm going to enter my first NPC physique contest for Masters because I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 by the time it starts. It's mid-August, so I'm about 16 weeks out. I feel pretty happy about where I am. I've got my body fat because, again, if you watch my previous videos, I did about an 8-week bulk. I got my body weight up to about 174, and for about 4 weeks now, I've been doing a real slow cut, trying to drop about a half a pound to a pound every week, and I'm pretty much on target. I've been weighing a little more than once a week lately, and wow, I never realized that your weight can fluctuate day to day so much. Mine's fluctuated up to 2.5 pounds, and I'm using the same scale, the same time, the whole 9 yards. I think a lot of it may have to do with water weight, but anyway, right now, this morning, I weighed 165.4, so I'm down, you know, about 6 or 7 pounds from my bulk, but that's good because I believe that I'm holding on to the muscle that I gained because I did my measurements on my arms and my chest and my waist and my thighs and my calves, and those have pretty much maintained or gone up a little bit while I'm dropping the fat, and hopefully on the video you can see I'm doing pretty decent. I'm probably around 10% right now, so the lower ones are just starting to kind of peek their head out a little bit. So, you know, in 16 weeks, that should be no problem. I'm hoping to get there in the next 4 to 6 weeks. My diet's real strict. Right now, I'm doing 5 meals a day, protein-based, and any carbs that I'm consuming are going to be like rice or oatmeal or sweet potatoes. It's all going to be complex carbs. I do one piece of bread with lunch, but it's a whole wheat seed bread. So it is a simple carb, but I only do one slice. And it's 17 grams of carbohydrates. But my job, I'm active, I move around all day long, so I'm burning that. So I'm happy with where I am with 16 weeks to go. So really what I'm going to concentrate on now is staying lean, dropping another pound or two of body fat, and then trying to bulk up a little bit, trying to put a little bit more size. You know, I think my shoulders are coming in pretty decent. I haven't always worked those. I've been working my traps, so you know I'm doing okay. My back, I'm pretty happy with my back. It seems to be coming in pretty good. I've been working a lot of width, probably 4 sets for width, which is always pull downs, and 2 sets for thickness, which is rowing. That's what those concentrate on. And the next topic I want to talk to you guys about is my update on my TRT treatment, my testosterone replacement therapy. Guys, in my training, I highly suggest that if you are over 35, you go get a test, because I really feel like from a muscle gain, energy, libido, everything, my increase, my energy, my my overall feeling of well-being has increased so much. From muscle gains and strength gains, I feel like I'm getting as much in 6 weeks as it was taking me 4 or 5 months with a testosterone level so low. Now remember, mine was 185, which is almost dangerously low. I mean, in people that have depression predispositions, you would probably be on some kind of antidepressant at that level. There's a guy that's a YouTuber that's I like him a lot. I don't know him personally, but I've watched almost all his videos. His name is Noah. He goes by Big No-No, I think, N-O-K-N-O-W. You can't miss him if you search testosterone replacement therapy on YouTube. He literally has, I don't know, 25 or 30 videos with 1 million comments, a bunch of subscribers. He does a lot of research, focusing mainly on his treatment, which is fantastic. I really like him. You can get a lot of good information from him. So I'm a newbie at this, but I've been doing it for 6 weeks. I've had 7 injections. So I did, my first injection was a booster of 200 milligrams. Then they go real conservative, which I learned from Big No. The doctor didn't tell me. They go real conservative until your first blood draw, your second blood draw, which is 6 weeks after your first one, to see where your estrogen levels are, to see your side effects, to make sure you're not having prostate problems, all sorts of tests to make sure that the treatment is going well. And then, of course, they want to know your free testosterone and your overall testosterone, and then they're going to make adjustments from there. Well, the clinic that I go to is super, super conservative, which you probably should be. That's probably a good thing. But my baseline was so low, I felt like 110 milligrams a week was probably on the low side. Turns out I was correct. My blood work came back. It's a little bit frustrating. They ordered my blood work and they forgot to check the box for testosterone levels. So when I talked to my doctor yesterday, he said, I've got your estrogen level. I'm going to bump you up to 130 milligrams a week, but we may need to bump you up again in a few more weeks after we do your next blood work. It's our fault. We're sorry. If you want to do the blood work again, we can. And, maybe bump you up next week. But I was like, I'm good. I got stuck last week. I'm not into drawing blood. They're real good at it. But he bumped me up to 130 milligrams. I was getting a lot of success at 110. So I figured, well, 130, it's going to be even better. So I'll do, 5 or 6 weeks of 130. And then if I go up from there, that's great. If I stay the same, that's great too. Because when you're on testosterone therapy, you're not on quote-unquote steroids. You're not going to test positive in a sporting event. Because what they're trying to do, as I talked about earlier, is just get your testosterone levels to a normal level. And for someone my age, I should have around a 6 to an 800. Well, I was 185, so that's crazy. So now he estimates I'm probably around 500 or 600. I'd like to be at 800 just to kind of see how it feels, but we'll take that one step at a time. So in 6 more weeks, I'll get another blood draw. They're going to do a big panel on me again, and then they'll make an adjustment. So I'm looking forward to the next 5 weeks of bumping my milligrams up, 20 milligrams, and how I feel and the gains I get from that. I said, excuse me, I said it, excuse me, I said, hey. Sorry about that, guys. I got a piece of lint in my throat or something. As I was saying, I set a new PR on bench press about 4 or 5 weeks ago. In one of my videos, I was so excited. I talked about how I put up 200 for the first time, and I only weigh 165, and so that may not be very much to a lot of people, but for me, that's the most I've ever done. Plus, that's 35 pounds over what I weigh, which I think is, if you can bench your weight or above, you're doing pretty darn good. So I just bumped it up 5 pounds. I did 205. I got stuck a little bit at the top, but I pushed it out no problem. So I'm real excited about that. And about every 4 weeks or so, I'm gonna see if I can bump it up another few pounds. And my goal is to get my next big goal. You know, of course, I want to go past that, but my next big goal is 225, because that's 245 plates on each side, and there's something about seeing a guy or girl with 245 plates on each side, man. That's a lot of weight, and that's a great goal to have. And again, I know to some of you guys that's probably what you warm up with, but for me that's a hell of a lot of weight. So that's what I'm shooting for. So I feel great. I'm so glad. Evidently that piece of lint's not out yet, excuse me. So glad that I started this TRT therapy. I'm having no acne. I'm having obviously no gynecomastia, if I said that right. I'm having no high estrogen levels. I'm having zero negative side effects. It's all positive. So I want to stay that way. And I think that the clinic that I'm going to here in Dallas is going to keep me there. I'm real happy with what they're doing with me. And so again, I can't stress enough, this is a life changer for you guys. If you are in a low testosterone situation and you don't know it, go find out about it, because it can improve the quality of your life tremendously. I'm not embarrassed about it at all. I tell people about it all the time. Again, I'm not doing 1,000 milligrams twice a week like the bodybuilders and stuff and doing 6 and 8 week cycles. This is something that you do every single week for the rest of your life in order to maintain proper testosterone levels, so you can have the energy and the libido and the overall feeling of well-being for the rest of your life. Because there's no reason, since the technology is around, that we should succumb to that part of getting a little bit older. You know, it's all about quality of life. So I don't feel that it's cheating. I don't feel that it is an advantage over anybody else, because they have normal testosterone levels, and if they don't, they can certainly go get the treatment and bring their levels up. So I'm not embarrassed about it at all. I tell people because I just want people to have the highest quality life that they can and be happy. And this certainly has helped in my life. I mean, it's not going to make you happy if you're unhappy, but it certainly is kind of like money isn't everything, but boy, it sure is nice when you have it. TRT isn't everything, but man, it sure is nice when you have it. So if you guys have any questions, just comment on the bottom of the video. I'll be happy to answer them. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this, so I'll take you along in my journey. But if I had to do it all over again, you know, I would absolutely do it. You know, a whole 7 weeks in here, 6 weeks in. But I'm just glad that I am doing it, and that's going to be it for today. I am going to, and I know I say this at the end of every video, you guys are probably getting tired of hearing this, so maybe this will be the last video that I say it, but I am going to put my arm workout video up in the next, hopefully 2 weeks. I do have arms tomorrow, but I might go to the gym instead of doing it here at the house. I'm not sure. But my daughter is the one that usually films me, so if she's around in the morning when I do my workout, I'll have her film it and put that up. I have some really different kind of cool stuff to show you guys, and I will get to it, I promise. And this is the last time that I'll tell you that I promise without actually putting it up. So God bless, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.